What's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Gonna do something a little different in this tournament vlog. Not just going to vlog the tournament itself. I want to take you guys through some of my preparation, and that's what we're gonna be doing today. So on the docket for today, I'm going to an indoor golf center where I'm going to continue practicing what I've been working on since the last time you guys have seen me play. And then we're going to the host venue of the tournament that I'm playing on Tuesday to play the practice round. Catch up with you guys in a little bit. All right guys, we're here at Le Golf Club in Dorion. This is one of the indoor facilities that I teach at over the winter. So you've heard me a lot recently talk about my sequencing in my golf swing and how that's been a bit of a struggle. So I spent a good 3 hours with my coach a couple of days ago, primarily just working on sequencing, and we identified a couple of things. And then this morning I was going through some video from over the winter when I'd been doing a lot of speed training, and I was hitting the ball very, very well at the time. And what I noticed is, like, I've been focusing a lot on, well, hold on, let me put the camera down here. So what I've been working on a lot is the idea of just kind of really finishing my backswing, continuing to load into my trail tip, and not letting that go as early. So if that goes early, my hands get stuck a little bit behind me. That's where I then have to kind of flip the club face over. That's a lot of where the harder misses to the left come from, and also some misses to the right, because sometimes the club face just never turns over. So I've worked this week with my coach on that feeling of staying loaded there and kind of letting everything kind of fall a little bit before I turn. And it's been good, there's been some good results. But this morning when I was going through the video from the winter, I mentioned speed training. Like, yeah, I was hitting the ball very far at the time, but it's not really about that. Like, if I find some distance, fine. I want to start hitting the ball just a little more consistently, more on my line. I want to have a better idea of where it's going to go. But what I noticed going through those swings was that from the top, I seem to really like pull my hands out in front of me more aggressively. That way I don't have to be quite as patient with the lower body. I mean, I still can't get out ahead, but I mean, it feels like I'm keeping this there forever right now. And I feel like if I can just get the feel back of kind of getting the hands going a little bit earlier, getting them out in front of my chest so that once I turn, everything matches up, that might be that kind of, that last little piece of the puzzle that I've been looking for. It makes a lot of sense to me because not only have I been struggling with my consistency directionally, but my club speed has also been a little bit lower. Now, not so noticeable with my irons, but my driver swing speed is way down from where it was over the winter. I mean, I'm talking like 5 or 6 miles an hour. Now, if my hands aren't firing from the top, that makes a lot of sense. So anyways, I'm gonna finish getting set up here. I'm gonna get to work. I'm gonna report back to you guys soon with some results. All right guys, I'm just wrapping up here. Didn't film the entire practice session. I really don't want to make this part of the video too long, and partially because my buddy Ben showed up. If you've been watching the channel for a while, you know Ben. Anyways, that was a fairly productive practice session. I really feel like I'm onto something with the feeling that I was walking you guys through earlier. Saw some really good results. Obviously, it's not going to be consistent in a matter of an hour or two, but the good shots were better. And when I felt like I executed the swing well, even the bad shots were better than the misses I've been hitting. So progress is being made. I really do have a solid feel that I can continue to run with now, which is nice, and don't feel like I'm searching as much. I'm just gonna pack up here, head over to the host golf club, which is the Club de Golf Atlantide. Got a 4 p.m. tee time there today, and it looks like Ben's actually gonna play with me. Anyways, next time you see me, I'll be at the course. Alright guys, we just wrapped up our practice round, about 8:45. Went alright. Ball striking wasn't as good as I'd like, but I am seeing some progress, just working on these different feels. So there were a lot of good shots today. There's still a couple of misses. I mean, that's to be expected. It's not going to be solved overnight. Just got to be patient, got to trust the process, kind of stay the course. I got another 3 days to practice before this event, so I'm not necessarily going to vlog all of it, but I will be putting the work in. Ben and I are going to go grab some dinner now. We are absolutely starving. I will catch up with you guys in a few days. Cheers. All right, so tournament day at last. So the few days that I'd had leading up to this event ended up being a little bit of a roller coaster on and off the course. The swing thought I had walked you guys previously just didn't work with enough consistency. There were still some really good shots, but there were also some very big misses. So I kept grinding, kept trying to find something that was going to work, and finally I found a feel the day before the event that was just much more simple. I'd been playing at my home course that day. I was just doing 9 in preparation. And for the first time in a while, I played some pretty simple golf, really. Just kind of kept the ball in play off the tee, really solid contact. I hit a lot of greens in regulation with much better proximity, and I actually had a stretch in the 9 where I went 5 under through 4 holes. That's just not something that I've been able to do recently, so that felt pretty good, and that helped me bring some confidence into this event. And really all I'm trying to do today, I'm just trying to carry that feel into this tournament. So today is the second event in the East Coast Pro Tour's Provincial series. Now I shot 66 to win the first leg of it by 3 shots. Unfortunately, as luck would have it, that is the only competitive round I've played this year that was not filmed. I guess that's Murphy's Law. So today we're going to have Matt behind the camera, Sam is on the bag caddying for me, going through the warm-up. We're just trying to keep the mood light, just setting myself up to have fun on the course and enjoy the experience, even if the ball striking isn't what I'm looking for.
Ceci est le départ de 2h05 pour la série provinciale Machinex présentée par le club de golf Atlantide. Premier sur le départ de Hudson, Québec, 2 fois champion sur le East Coast Pro Tour, James Cullen Davis.
And here we go. Now you can see me kind of working through that new feel. Just trying to drive my backswing more with chest turn, keeping the hands out in front of me, trying to prevent them kind of getting behind me a little bit like they have been. First hole here at the Atlantide Golf Club is a par 5, 540 yards, slight dogleg to the left. I'm trying to take this down the left side. Once Matt pans over, we'll see that there's a mound there. I'm trying to go over the right side of that just to shorten my distance in on the second shot. Good swing, really good contact. Did just push it a little bit out to the right, but that's not in any kind of problem. Just kind of right center of the fairway. Good swing, good start.
I've been going a little half, but it's no problem. Right, leaving it a little short because it slopes away from us on the front of the green, doesn't it?
It goes like that. It's like a
Yeah. No, before.
Sam and I just talking through our strategy for our second shot into this par 5. We have 235 yards to a front flag. This flag is only 6 onto the front of the green. I'm hitting 4-iron. I want to try and get it a little past if possible. Now, I did hit this really well, but I didn't hit it high enough, so it just came out a little low. See it land a little short of the green and just kick to the left. So it's even with the front of the green, just off the left. Really not a bad result from where I was in the fairway there. 2 good swings to start. Let's keep this going. So up by the green here, you'll see my ball just in the rough there. Fairly simple chip. Just have to get it up onto the surface of the green. It is slightly uphill all the way. It will turn a little bit to the left. But all in all, really not that complicated of a shot. I'm thinking about putting this close and perhaps even holing it out for an opening eagle. Good execution there. Just came out a little softer than I had predicted, but I've left myself a very makeable putt for birdie on this opening par 5. Nothing too complicated here, just kind of a right edge putt.
Yep.
Let the break take it right into the middle of the hole. Very solid start. Feeling pretty good at the moment. The second hole is a 320-yard par 4. So, cool start here. We start par 5, drivable par 4, followed by another par 5. Now, there's water all the way down the right side of this hole, so I'm kind of aiming left side of the green. Once Matt pans out there, you'll see there's a mound there just left of the green. I'm aimed at that. Unfortunately, I just pulled it off of that line a little bit. Really good hit, though. Great contact, great ball flight. The ball came down just left of where Matt was aimed there. I am about pin high, but I've left myself in a pretty precarious position. To me, this is a great drivable par 4. Because there's a lot of risk, water right, I bail out a little to the left, and now I've got a really tough up and down. So I think this is the kind of risk-reward par 4 that I really appreciate. So you can see Sam and I kind of stalking this, trying to figure out where I have to land it. I know that if I'm trying to get this close, there's also a very good chance that it lands in the rough and doesn't even make it onto the green. So, I'm trying to give myself a birdie putt, but at the end of the day, I just want to make sure that I have a putt. I played this really well. Interesting camera work by Matt. Now this landed maybe a yard further than I wanted and just took a massive kick and just kept rolling away. Now I have given myself a putt, and that really was the end goal. It's definitely not as close as I would have liked,
left all the way,
but I haven't put myself in trouble.
From the other side, I saw like this way, then going that way. But
Sorry, going a little that way, and then back?
a little that way, then
Yeah.
going back.
Yeah, I do see that in the middle.
Yeah.
Here.
But it's at the beginning. The beginning you turn right a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, past the old pin, the white spot.
Yeah, it's all
left all the way.
Yeah.
And going down after.
Yeah.
But uphill.
A lot of different things happening on this putt. It is uphill all the way, breaking right early, and then it should kind of flatten out and then go back to the left at the end. Felt pretty confident about our read here. Again, I'm not trying to get super aggressive with this putt. I got out of position off the tee. I was penalized for it. It'd be great if this putt falls. At worst, we want to walk away with par here. Hit this putt really well. We see it break to the right early, and it just never took the turn to the left that we saw. And it was good pace. I've left myself a little bit of work to do for my par, but all in all, that proximity is not bad considering the misread. So this 3.5 footer here to clean up for my par. This is going to break a little bit to my left, so I'm taking this kind of right edge. And you're going to see when I hit this, a lot of the time I'll kind of go a little early to pick the ball out of the hole. I actually hit that a little firmer than I intended. So for a second I thought I might get a high side lip out, but we're all good. The third hole is a 552-yard par 5. This hole dog legs left gradually all the way with water all the way down the right. Now the tee box does aim you down the right, so you can see there I struggled with my alignment initially. Now, obviously we want to avoid the water on the right. There is also out of bounds down the left. So it's a tough tee shot. So I get myself reinstalled. I feel like my alignment is better. Feel like I put a pretty good swing on this one. Apparently I was still struggling with the alignment on that tee box. Just kind of took off right, moved a little bit right, flew right into the hazard, unfortunately. But again, felt like a good swing. The contact was really good, so I'm not going to get too upset about that.
You could go in line with the bird, and then fade it a
Yeah.
little bit.
See, I've got to hit it like 120.
Nothing too crazy, just
Yeah,
put
exactly.
it in play. Big swing.
So after taking my drop here, we can see that I am blocked out by these willow trees. I want to try and advance it to give myself a wedge in without being too aggressive, so I'm just trying to punch an 8-iron up the fairway, hoping it cuts a little bit. Unfortunately, I hit it a little too hard, and it really didn't cut, and then it just took a couple of really big bounces. And we were fairly convinced that this had gone into the bunker.
Okay. Right around that number. Out of the throw.
Oh yeah, yeah. I thought you went in bunker. Yeah.
So I'm not actually convinced that I was lucky that this didn't go into the bunker, because it ended up sitting down like this group of clover. I couldn't really get the club to the back of the ball very well, which is going to make spin an issue, especially to this front flag. I actually think I would have been better off in the sand, because I could have generated a little bit more spin. Greens were very firm, so getting things close was going to be tough. So we've got 106 yards. I'm hitting lob wedge. Hit it good, or as good as I could from that lie. Threw it way up in the air, and like, just look at this. Just never even thought
Good thing we hit lob
about
wedge.
stopping.
Sit.
I mean,
Sit.
landed
Sit.
right on the front portion of the green,
Yeah.
chased
I don't
all
think
the
I've
way
done that.
to
Oh,
the
yeah.
back.
Oh yeah, from your life.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm looking at. So we got that light spot.
Yeah.
Just right of that.
Yeah, just right of that.
About a putter head
So,
right
so you
of it.
see the white one at the top of the hill?
Yeah, the little fluff.
Yeah.
At that.
Depending on your pace, you can go right.
So we have got a significant amount of work to do here for our par putt. Now, we're talking like 70 feet here, going uphill with a lot of break from right to left. So, I mean, the goal here is just put it as close to the hole as you can. Don't make anything worse than bogey. Hit a great putt. As it was going up the slope, I thought it was perfect. Then it just kind of hit the brakes a little bit, which I wasn't expecting. Line looked great, just a little bit short. But all in all, pretty good effort from there. Here we are, just stalking our bogey putt while we wait for my playing partner to play. Now this is definitely more work than I would like to ever have for bogey. Got about 6 or 7 feet downhill with a fairly significant amount of turn to my left. So, gotta commit to this. I've picked my line. I just have to match up the pace. I put a really good stroke on it and drop it right into the middle of the hole. Putter is still feeling good, and thank God, because it saved us there.
Yeah, no. The wind's not hurting though, is it?
Right?
The wind's not hurting.
No, it's not hurting.
Okay.
If you're hitting a baby draw, it's gonna help, but it's not hurting. Down.
So the fourth hole is a par 3 playing 173 yards. Wind is slightly helping, but more off the right. The pin is only 6 yards from the right edge of the green. I'm hitting 9-iron here, putting a fairly big swing on it. Just trying to draw it into the wind a little bit. Great swing, great contact, beautiful golf shot. I haven't hit quality irons like that often recently, so I'm feeling very good about that one. Left myself about 6 feet here, I'd say, 6-7 feet for my birdie. Now, one of my playing partners had just putted on this line, and his putt broke a lot, so I gave mine a little extra give, but gave it a little too much pace for that line, and it never took the break. So, definitely feels like a bit of a missed opportunity there. Would have been a very good bounce back after bogeying the previous par 5, but it is what it is. We tap in for our par, and we are going to move on. The fifth hole is a 412-yard par 4. This hole has water all the way down the right-hand side. It's not the most narrow hole, but seeing his driver has been a little bit wayward recently, I'm just going with hybrid. Really good swing here again. Great contact, right down my line. We'll see this come down here in the left center of the fairway. Mission accomplished off the tee. Let's go attack the green.
Easy one? Yeah, not like the last one was almost max. Yeah. This is like a smoothie.
Do you prefer a full pitching wedge?
No, because that's never going to get there.
Okay. Yeah, push a bit to the right of them too.
Yeah, a little more right than into, but that should kill the draw a bit, which is good. Yeah. Hold on, this was how much from the edge? 8 from the edge. Okay, yeah. I think I'm just a fraction right of it.
Aim the windows of the house.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we've got 158 yards in here to a back left flag. This is another 9-iron. As you heard me saying to Sam, this is not like the same 9-iron I did on the previous par 3. This is a bit more of a 3/4 softer one. I'm going to take it just right of the flag. Now I did push it just off of my line,
That's
but
perfect.
great distance control.
Great shot.
It's on the safe side. Another quality shot, another green in regulation. We are giving ourselves some looks. Now unfortunately, if I'd hit this about a yard left, it actually would have caught a slope and gone down into the bowl at the back of the green where this pin was. Not the end of the world. I've still got a look. This is going downhill significantly early and turning to the left. Now when I hit it, I thought this was in, and it was just like the slowest downhill putt I've ever hit, which was kind of confusing. Leaves myself a little bit of work to do for par, but nothing too drastic. We'll go ahead, clean up for our par, and move on to the 6th hole. The 6th hole is a 442-yard par 4 that dog legs fairly severely right around the bunkers that you see down the right side there. Now, I'm long enough that I can kind of take it right over those bunkers and cut the distance of the hole significantly. Another good swing here. Very, very slight push, but considering it's a driver, this is not a miss. Good hit, good line. Put myself just into the first cut down the right-hand side. I've got 104 yards in to a front flag. Now, the wind is a little bit off the right. The ball's a little bit above my feet. So we're trying to play this just right, knowing that the ball is likely to come out left and perhaps move a little bit to the left. I'm hitting lob wedge, not quite full, taking just a little bit off of it, but you can see here, still some alignment issues. Clearly, I'm aimed kind of right at the flag, so that when I do hit this, and it comes out a little left and moves a little left, it ends up finishing just left of the flag. So that's a little bit unfortunate.
I think you're on.
Yeah, we thought it was fringe or on the green. It ends up it was just on the edge of the rough. I mean, not bad proximity, but obviously I prefer to be putting this over chipping it. But I am thinking about holding this chip. Short game has felt pretty good recently. Pretty simple chip. Should just turn a little bit to my right as it gets onto the green. Good contact. Just started it a little bit right of my line. But no harm, no foul. Easy tap in for my par.
From your angle, and we go to the boat. And then if the draw for phase. What if the boat moves?
That's his problem.
I don't know. I think it becomes my problem.
The 7th hole is a par 3, playing 174 yards with the beautiful Lac Saint Louis as a backdrop. Pin is on the right side of the green here. Sam had actually told me to aim at a boat, to which I responded, what if the boat moves? Anyways, this is the first really kind of poor swing of the day. Didn't hit this one very good. The hands did get a little bit behind me. Went a little left.
So you're pin high?
Pin high, thanks Sam.
What?
But I'm a mile away. Literally on the complete opposite side of the green. It's going to leave us, again, I've got, I think, 60, 70 feet. Uphill, turning right most of the way. This is just about pace here. I mean, we messed up the tee shot, but we're on the green. We just want to make sure that we get this down
between
into...
the metal post and the tree.
somewhere there.
So this is really just all about feel here. Just trying to feel how hard I have to get this ball going for it to get up that slope and stop close to the flag. And again, putting has been good recently. I've been very strong inside of 6 feet, and my lag putting and distance control is by far the best it has ever been. And when I've been struggling with my ball striking, this club has been saving me. We will take that par. To be honest, it's not a birdie hole to begin with. Obviously would have liked to have given myself a better chance though. Look at that view. What are we even talking about here? This place is gorgeous. The 8th hole is a 330-yard par 4, pretty straight away. Really not too complicated here. You do have the option of laying back with an iron and hitting a wedge in, but even though driver has been a struggle, I'm trying to maintain a bit more of an aggressive mindset. So I'm just going to pick a line and commit to my shot here and put a good swing on it. This is going to be the first poorish driver swing of the day. I did miss a tee shot here to the right on Friday, so I think I still had that in the back of my mind, and I went a little bit left here. Not the quick left that I have been hitting, just a bit more of a pull.
Hope we get it kind of high as we go.
And where the bunker is, so basically in line with Gino's ball, it kicks this way. Okay. Where the bunker? What are you talking? No, where the pin? In line with the pin?
Yeah,
the
there's a little.
It goes like that,
shoulder
and then you just kicks it.
What do you think? I gotta try and hit this about 80 to get it to.
You said 89?
Yeah.
Yeah, 80 minimum. Yeah.
Well, because I don't see it biting. No.
No, yeah. Okay, yeah. Yeah, maybe go 80, 82.
So you can hear us saying here that we have 89 yards, but we're only trying to hit it 80 because we're not going to generate any spin. So we're trying to land a little short and run it up to that flag. Now again, alignment was off. I was trying to go left of the flag because I didn't have much of an angle to it, but that is much further left than I wanted. And that thing, again, never thought about stopping on the green and rolled right through the back. Bit of a tricky chip shot here, just off the back of the green. This is going to go kind of uphill and to the right early, and then it crests, goes downhill and back to the left. For some reason, I just couldn't quite get comfortable over this one, and we'll see that I just don't really commit to it. And I mean, I do get it on the green, but that is obviously not the proximity that we are looking for when you're chipping green side. So I've got a lot of work here to save my par on this 8th hole. Now, pretty similar read to chip, a little bit uphill turning right, then going downhill and to the left. Bit tough to judge the pace on this one. But again, putter's been feeling good. I'm absolutely thinking about holding this. Hit a great putt. Again, just died a little bit short,
Good putt.
but a pretty good effort. I can't complain there. The only thing I really can't complain about there was the chip shot. Well, and maybe the drive. I could probably complain about the drive too, actually. The 9th hole is a 360-yard par 4. Again, I'm going aggressive here. I'm hitting driver. I want to get it as close to the green as I can. Even if you lay back on this hole, there are a lot of bunkers in play. It is not the easiest of shots, so why not get it up there as far as you can? Now, of course, after going left on the previous tee, I proceed to push this one out to the right, and then it faded on me a little bit. So it was in line with the group of trees you see over the bunker. It is OB past those, so we couldn't see it down. We're not sure if we're in play or not, so I'm going to hit a provisional ball here. And as you can probably assume, after hitting my original ball to the right, I hit my provisional a little more to the left. Now, not problem left, just a little left of my line, but it is in play. We do find the first one, luckily. Now, unluckily, it's not in a very good spot, and all I can do is kind of chip out straight to the side. There was no chance of advancing this up towards the green, so I'm just choking down on a 7-iron here, just keeping it low under all the branches, put it back out into the fairway, give myself a shot into this green to try and save my par. So 62 yards here from the fairway. This is like a 3-tiered green, pins on the middle tier. Tough to get to, and again, remember, these greens are incredibly firm. So I'm trying to like cut the legs out from under this ball, really nip it, generate some spin. I felt like I hit this great. I definitely flew it a few yards further than I wanted, but look at that.
What?
I mean, it never even thought about stopping. Just crazy. I'm not sure what I needed to do there to get that close to the hole. So we're a little long of it. We are chipping down a tier. This is going to be fast, and if it gets much past the flag, it could go down into the first tier. So I've basically just got to get this thing moving, which I do. Now, the lie was a little better than I thought. It popped up a little bit higher than I expected, so it didn't quite carry the forward momentum I was looking for. Overall, not that bad of a shot from where we were, though. Now, it does leave me this 5-footer for bogey with a lot of swing in it. Now, I'm thinking it's got to be outside the right side of the hole. I'm thinking about a cup out and just got to match up the pace, and I did not have the line and definitely not the pace that I needed on that line. So that there is a very unfortunate finish to our front 9. A 9 where I feel like I've played some good golf, but having finished bogey, double bogey, we make the turn at 3 over par. The 10th hole is a par 3, playing 193 yards to a front flag today. I'm hitting 7-iron. It's a really good number for this club, but knowing that the greens are firm and this pin's at the front, I'm trying to hit this sky high. Absolutely just want to launch it, which I do. Now, I hit it high, pushed it a little bit out to the right. I missed it just a hair, so we will see this come down just right of the flag there and stop just short of the green. Really not a bad leave.
Take it out, actually.
So, got some kind of funky grass to go through ahead of me here. Considered chipping over it, but I figured the putt was still going to be the better play. So this kind of goes up over a mound, downhill once it gets over the mound. It's going to be turning to my left. Yeah, really good effort on this one. Looked good for a long time. Just needed to start that a little bit higher up to the right if I wanted it to fall. All things considered from there, though, we will go ahead and take our tap and par. Now, the 11th hole, personally, I think is the nicest hole on the entire property. It is a 415-yard par 4 with water right of the fairway and left of the green and bunkers protecting the left side of the fairway. So you got to be pretty on here. I'm hitting hybrid. Gets very, very narrow where I'd be hitting driver to. I just want to put something in the fairway here. I do just that, just down the right side of the fairway. Leaves myself 158 yards into the flag.
In the middle of the green, if I'm back to it, wouldn't be bad, would it? No, I'm not, like...
Oh, okay, you have to start, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to...
I've only got 6 past it, so 9, even if I'm taking something off of it.
It's really zooming, but yeah, no, if it's a pitch.
Yeah, I think this pitch, and if it lands a little short and releases up, great. If I've got a bit of a longer putt, fuck it, I got a bit of a longer putt.
Sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't want to be long that pin.
No.
Because the back of the putt after is going to be deadly.
Yeah. Thank you.
So you can hear us saying there that we only have 6 yards past this flag before the back of the green. It is on a back shelf. So from 158 yards, we're actually just going to hit pitching wedge, which is a 150 shot. The hope is that it'll land kind of middle of the green and on the firm surfaces, release back a little bit, leaving us an uphill birdie putt. And in theory, I mean, that makes a lot of sense. If not, I would have to take something off of a 9-iron, try and land it on a small shelf with firm greens, which would definitely bring long into play. And right now, we just don't want to do that. Again, felt like a good swing here. I did just leave the blade a little bit open, so it's just kind of like a high right, so you come down on the right edge of the frame there.
But it's a good
So
shot.
it's on the green, but it's a long way away. I mean, we can question the club selection there, but this short right leave on the green putting is still better than going long had I hit the 9-iron.
to the top of the hole, in line drive, the touch is gonna like.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're gonna keep it.
So long look at birdie here, uphill all the way, severe turn from right to left. Again, just got to try and be athletic here and figure out how hard I have to hit this. All things considered, that is another very good lag putt that leaves me a very makeable par putt, so we will take that.
Par.
Good par on that hole.
That's a good.
Bogey's come into play very quickly there, so we'll take that and move on. The 12th hole is a 560-yard par 5, just gradually dog legs left all the way, a little bit narrow. Again, not a great drive here, just a little bit high, a little bit to the right. Still better than what my misses have been previously though, so I'm not too upset with that. So we're in the right rough here. We've got 296 yards to the flag.
Five, not too bad.
Let me see the hybrid for a sec. If it comes out nice, it might chase up pretty far. Should get through that all right.
Yeah.
What did I say? 296?
Yeah, 296.
It's 24 on, so it's like 272 to the front. So if this comes out good and runs, it just could get somewhere near the front. What do you think?
I think it's a good choice. Either that or you take like a 5-iron and just lay up and you'll have like 100 yards.
Yeah, exactly.
Not even.
Okay.
It's up to you.
No, do this.
You hit it well. So.
So you can hear the thought process there. If I hit hybrid and it comes out well, this could get somewhere close to the front of the green. If it doesn't come out well, it just turns into the layup shot that we would have hit anyway.
Didn't
Which
exactly come out how I pictured. Yeah, but it's rolling. Yeah.
that's exactly what happened. Unfortunately, it did finish in the rough, but I had thought about that. This pin was quite accessible, so I didn't need to be in the fairway to kind of get it to stop near the hole. 101 yards to this flag. I'm trying to hit this lob wedge. About 90 yards just to get it to release and stop.
Sit.
Good execution there. Did run just past the hole, but we've given ourselves a good look at birdie here.
I think it's the one breaker. Yeah, they're going this way a bit.
Yep.
Not much though.
Not at the beginning, maybe just.
Stick it there. Yeah.
So you can hear Sam and I talking about this putt here. Now originally when I looked at it from the side, I thought it was going to be a double breaker. Left early, right at the end. From the other sides, I couldn't see the break left early anymore, so changed my read. We're going just outside the left side of the hole, thinking that it should be straight, and then turning to the right. I should have trusted my original read because it did go left early. So that's on me. That's not on Sam. I should have trusted my original read. Missed opportunity, but we do clean up for our par. The 13th hole is a 407-yard par 4, fairly narrow. There is a big willow tree on the right side of the fairway, so I'm hitting hybrid because I know that if I miss down the right, at least I'm going to be far enough back that I can get up and over that willow tree and give myself a shot to the green. Now, I hit this great. Unfortunately, I just aimed down the right rough. Not on purpose. I think I was a little scared of going left. There isn't much room there. So we're going to find ourselves in the right rough. There's the willow tree that I mentioned. If I had hit 3-wood or driver, I would have absolutely been in jail.
You get a gap wedge there?
Oh yeah, there's no problem about this then.
You able to get a gap wedge up there? You don't want to shoot that for one. I think it's not that much. It would have been. It would be this way. There would be. There's like no wind. It's really no wind. How much you want it? The green goes this way. So if you land right part of the front green, it might roll this way. But if you want to shape it.
So you can hear Sam and I kind of talking through this shot. We have 131 yards to a front flag that is protected by a sand bunker. Now, It's a pretty good number for a small gap wedge, but I'm not convinced that the gap wedge is going to get up over this willow tree. That's more what the deliberation is about at this point. I decide that I'm going to be better off to take my sand wedge, my 55 degree, and just try and hit it hard, because I know that it's going to get up over the willow tree, and the course is fairly firm, so even if it lands a little short, it should run up. Now, there's a bunker right of this flag. There is a fairway runoff area to the left, but that area is not penalizing. So I am going to purposely take this slightly left of the flag. We got ourselves in trouble off the tee. This is not the time to get overly aggressive. I just want to get onto that left side of the green or into that collection area just left of the green. Give myself a look at birdie and at worst an easy par. So hard swing with the sand wedge, almost hit Matt with the divot. See that come down there just left of the flag. Kicks a little left, we kind of expected that. That is going to leave me in that little fairway collection area.
You could do it too with these plugs, just to pass this, and it's uphill, so even if you get it a little bit too hot, if not, you just cut it. Okay. I like it.
The bad chip is going to be worse than the bad putt. Go ahead. Oh, plug it. Like that, just dip off. So
Oh, I like the idea.
and this should turn back to the front of the top.
So Sam and I discussing club selection here. I was pretty dead set on putting this. My short game, for some reason, wasn't feeling great on this day. I figured we got a better chance of making 4 with the putter in my hand. Again, I just got to figure out how hard I have to hit it through that fringe, and I got that wrong. The line really wasn't that bad, but just never gave it enough gas to get through that fringe and then up the hill to the hole. So I've left myself a bit of work here to do for my par. And look at that, just beautiful view of the city of Montreal from behind the 13th green. Very, very scenic golf course here. Always a pleasure to play it. So just outside of 4 feet here to clean up for my par. This putt is turning a little bit from left to right. Again, really good stroke, really good pace. Drop it right into the center. We will take that par after missing the tee shot right. 14 is another par 4, 418 yards. This one dog legs a little bit left with water down the left-hand side the entire length of the hole. Very, very pretty golf hole here. Again, I'm hitting hybrid. It is very narrow where I would be hitting driver or 3-wood. So I'm just hitting a little draw, following the shape of the hole. Really good swing there. It's going to fall there left side of the fairway and just chase on down a little bit. Really happy with that execution. This left me 158 yards in
At the center of the green,
to a back right flag.
Close to the back. But pitching wedge, you're not getting there. So why not? I don't know. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Okay, yeah, you might. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, you might.
I just worry about 9 going long.
So pitching wedge?
Well, 158.
Wind pushes it a little bit to the back. In the back? No, it's in the face a little bit. Yeah. Feet are
Yeah,
below.
9.
Yeah. You're a bit above, below.
Yeah, just a bit.
Yeah.
Just a little like 3/4 9.
Yeah. Just trust it.
So again, you can hear us going through the club selection there, debating between pitching wedge and 9-iron from 158 yards here. I decided to go on with the 9-iron. I'm 3 over par. I've got 5 holes to go. We've got to start making some birdies here, so I've got to start getting a little aggressive. So this is just the kind of 3/4 feel with the 9-iron. Get it back to that flag. Felt like I hit a great shot. Now,
Sit.
from the fairway, I mean, this looked like it had gone off the back of the
You
green,
might be
but
okay.
as you can hear Sam saying, there is a ridge back there, so it turns out we were just the other side of the ridge with about, I don't know, 10 feet for birdie. I mean, really quite a nice shot. And again, look at that view. So about 10 feet for birdie here. It's actually a great leave. Slightly uphill putt. Turning a little bit from my left to right. Really good look here. We want to take advantage of this. We want to convert.
Come on. Yes.
And we do.
Yes.
That birdie gets us back
Really?
to 2 over. And I know I've got some scoreable holes coming up. So I'm going to keep my foot on the gas. I'm going to keep trying to get myself into this thing. 15 is a gorgeous par 3 with basically an island green. There's just a path taking us from where we are up to the surface of the green. 180 yards today to a middle flag slightly on the right side of the green. I'm hitting a soft 8-iron here, trying to hit it about 175. Good strike, started it just a hair left of the flag, turned on it just a bit, but good distance control, fairly good proximity considering we're 180 yards away. Gives me another look at birdie here. Now this was a tricky little read here. We knew that this was going to go left at the top. Sam and I were fairly convinced that this was going to go right early. So we play for that. We play for the double breaker. Now the greens today had been a little tricky. There's a number of misreads, I feel. I just hit another good putt. That thing just never thought about going right early. And then, as predicted, it went left late. So we missed that one on the left side. But again, pretty good effort. I like the stroke. I like how I'm hitting the putts. About 40 feet here from my par. I will clean that up and move on to the 16th hole, which is a drivable par 4. Over water all the way. 308 yards to the flag today. About 288 yards to cover the water in line with the green. I'm hitting driver. We are going just right of the green and trying to draw it back in. And I hit this thing great. One of the best drives I've hit all year. See it come down there, land just short, kick up onto the green. Actually did roll through the green a little bit, but I'm not too worried about distance control from 308 yards, to be very honest. We've put ourselves in a good spot here. Just kind of back of the green on the fringe. And it's a long eagle look. This is going right early and then going downhill to the left at the end. Again, just spectacular views on this golf course. Really good putt here. Very solid contact. Great pace control. Just expected this to turn a little heavier at the bottom, but great effort. I'm not complaining. That's an easy birdie. We're going to take that all day. That gets us back to 1 over par with 2 holes to play. In the wildlife segment this week, we have a fox.
You basically take this left edge of that willow out there.
Yeah, that's good.
The 17th hole is a 425-yard par 4. Dog legs a little bit to the left, and there's water down the right side. So we are hitting hybrid to take that water out of play. Driver or 3-wood with a slight miss to the right would bring them into play very quickly. Just going left of that willow, and this was one of the best shots I've hit all day. Right down my line, exactly what I pictured. Left us 149 yards, going slightly uphill to a pin on the left side of the green here. So I'm thinking pitching wedge. It's got to be a pretty big pitching wedge considering it's going a little bit uphill. But again, with the firm greens, I don't think I can get some kind of soft 9-iron anywhere close, and I bring long into play. So another good swing here. Hit it just a groove low. You can see it came down on a nice line there. That's right where we were looking. Unfortunately, because it was a slight missed strike, it was just short. Finished just on the front fringe here. So uphill putt, kind of going up tier. Sam and I read this as going right as it went up the tier and then going left once it got up top. Another mystery. I mean, it just never considered going to the right. You'll see the look of confusion on my face there. We clean up for our par and continue to try and read this putt again with very little success.
Everything just shoots this way.
I still don't understand how it doesn't go right going up that slope though.
Yeah, me neither. But it did. Right out of the bunker?
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
So we have a par 5 to finish, 480 yards. Not the longest par 5, but there is some trouble. There is water all the way down the left side here and around the green. So I'm hitting driver down the right center of the fairway. You can hear Matt's reaction there. This one was roasted. High draw, started right side of the bunker, landed kind of middle of the bunker, puts me in the middle of the green, sets me up for a great approach into this green here. About 155 yards in to a kind of front right flag. I'm hitting 9-iron here. This is a shot that I've hit a few times today. Kind of not full 3/4 soft feely one. It's been feeling good. And another great swing, great contact. Gave it a club twirl. After I club twirled it, started drawing on me a little bit, so that was unfortunate. But it's still a solid golf shot from where we were. That's going to give us an eagle look to finish here. Now, I know at this point that an eagle here gets me to 1 under, puts me into 8th place for the day. 8th place is the last paying spot at this event, so there's a little bit of money riding on this putt. You know, this is a fast downhill putt. It's hard to tell on camera, but this is basically straight downhill, turning left to right the entire way. So I've just got to kind of pick a line left of the hole, and just get this thing going. Let gravity do the rest of the work for me.
Come on. Yes.
Beautiful putt. Great finish. Really tough crowd. I mean, there's actually people around watching. Sam's the only guy who clapped, so that was unfortunate. So interesting day. Absolutely a tale of 2 9s. Really solid back 9. A lot to like about the front 9. Score I don't feel really reflected the way I played, but that's golf. The score was what it was.
Did we get close together?
Yeah, a little closer, I'd say. Oh yeah.
This was such a good game, honey.
All right, so I mean, 1 under par finish after the eagle on 18. That was a nice finish. Nice back 9.
Yeah, great back nine.
Yeah, the back 9 was pretty clean. Just a couple of missed shots, but they weren't that bad. Front 9, honestly, I didn't feel was that bad. There's a couple bad swings, but there was a lot of good.
Yeah, a lot of good swings.
Yeah, a lot more good swings than there have been recently.
Putting was just not falling in. Just unlucky with putting a little bit.
Yeah, some misreads.
Yeah.
I feel like I hit the putts pretty good.
Yeah. Lagging was good. Lagging was great.
Yeah, my lag putts have been insane recently.
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot to like. Obviously, would have liked to have been a little better on the front. We did make a paycheck. That eagle on 18 got me the last paycheck, so I made $225. The entry fee was $240, but we'll ignore that. That's still $225 I didn't have before I teed off.
I get 10%.
No.
Matt get 10%.
Yo, guys, I'm already broke. Like, come on now. We'll figure something out.
This is the 10%.
Yeah, exactly. I pay you guys in beer, so cheers. Cheers. Appreciate you boys being here. That was good fun. Yeah, I told you, I can't remember what hole we were on, but even if I was to shoot like 3 over today, I would have been happier than the 1 under round in the last video that I posted, because I hit the ball at the point today where the possibility of going low is actually there.
Yep.
Whereas the last video, I had to like squeeze everything out of that round just to finish 1 under. Going low was not an option. So I like what I've been working on. I feel like I'm actually making some progress, and I've just got to kind of stay the course and maintain this feel of just kind of turning with the hands out in front of my chest, because to a certain extent today it was simple. Like, yes, there were some misses.
The misses were not that bad.
They weren't that bad.
So much.
I mean, there were no quick lefts or anything off the tee.
No, yeah. Contact was good. Let's say on
contact
3.
was always good.
The drive on 3.
Yeah, even on 3, like I lost it right, but I hit it great.
Yeah.
Just a little issue with the alignment on that tee box. But yeah, no, a lot to like, a lot to build off of. And this is basically the kind of round that I've been looking for. Just get off the struggle bus and find something to build on.
Yep.
So I think we're on our way back up. Matt, what do you think?
It was great to watch. I didn't do much, you know. It was up and down, you know. Like front 9 was a little icky, so you know we could see visually that we're all like, you know, a little down.
Yeah.
But
it was hotter on the front 9 too.
yeah, it was hot on
Yeah,
front.
it was really hot on the front 9.
But I don't know.
My goal was when we had to wait on 16 green.
Oh no,
Tee. Dude, I got so hot.
Me, it was like the stretch of 7, 8, 9. I was, it was like a furnace.
Yeah, I was too busy going 3 over, so I wasn't thinking about the heat.
Yeah, probably.
There was a different kind of heat on me at that.
But beautiful condition today. Like,
Yeah, no.
can't complain about conditions.
Yeah, that's another thing that Matt mentioned earlier, is like we finally had a day where it was just beautiful sunshine. It wasn't like 110 Fahrenheit outside.
And this
And there was no wind.
plays always into the wind.
You guys
Always.
have seen the proximity to the water. It's always windy here. I've never seen it this calm here. So that was nice.
What's nice you can see also is that, okay, it was not windy, so you see what's the real miss. If
Yeah,
you miss a
correct.
shot and then there's like
Yeah.
blows wind on the right and you miss his right, you're like,
Yeah,
was
did I miss it or
you?
was it
Yeah,
wind?
exactly.
Yeah, or how much of it was
Yeah.
wind. Yeah. No, you're right. That's a good point. But it was nice to see the ball kind of coming out of the window that I was looking for today. Wasn't always the perfect strike, but I prefer to like mishit it a little bit, but hit it on my line.
Yeah.
Instead of a lot of the time recently, I've actually been hitting it pretty good, but like 40 yards left and then 30 yards right. It's not a fun way to play golf.
Oh, yeah.
So
Misses were consistent today.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. Cool.
yeah, they were. Yeah.
Something to build on.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So-
back nine was nice to watch.
Yeah.
Back nine was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but just for me, watching it was enjoyable.
What, the scenery or the golf?
Everything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, just Sam. Yeah.
I was
yeah.
in the scenery, so it was
Exactly.
Fair.
Yeah.
I got a couple of shots of Sam. You'll like them. Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
You should shot the back line first when people like really hype and stay.
I'll throw you in the teasel.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Me with flag like that on the side of water.
Oh yeah. We're gonna get a million views.
Oh, yeah.
of that. Yeah. All right, guys. I guess that's gonna wrap it up for this video. Thanks again for tuning in. If you haven't already, please like the video, subscribe to the channel. And as always, I'll be back again next week with another video. Cheers, guys.